1 hour with Jay. So, Labradorite on clearance in one of the most beautiful Labradorite necklaces I've ever seen. The labradorescence, which is the effect when you turn a piece of Labradorite, where you see what happens when you turn it, it catches the light, kind of like chatoyancy with tiger's eye. Labradorescence has that a kind of color changing property. So you can see it in the ring and you can see it in the bracelet. There are also earrings that go with this suite, and we also have the necklace. They are all on clearance. So the pendant and necklace, which was $248, we have a few left at $149.74. The cuff, which is $126.99. Look at that spectacular cuff. That's definitely like a power superhero bracelet right there. It is just fabulous, the savings. 18 inches with a 2 3/4 inch extender is what the necklace is. The pendant's dimensions are 1 15/16 of an inch. So it's almost 2 inches. It's almost 2 inches from here to here. And each one of these is faceted, and I think you can kind of see the labradorescence in this pendant when I move it. It's really hard to see in the TV studio with all the lights, but when you go outside in sunlight and daylight, it kind of really wows you. And Jay, I'm hoping you have your sample of Labradorite where you can show that. Yes, you do.
I'll actually, okay, here's the thing, and this is, okay, that material is cut actually from this same rough material. This comes from Madagascar. And what Helen's talking about, can we go a little bit wider on that, Kelly? I don't know. Is that possible?
Yeah, I see it.
There you go. Okay,
so there you go, okay.
Here you go. Okay, so this right here is the property of labradorescence. And that is exactly what if you buy that suite, those cabochons, the way they're cut, you saw the quality of that. If you think this sparkles and gleams, when you get that home, watch how it sparkles and gleams. Here's the thing with Labradorite that is very interesting, or I find very interesting. You could have your best cutters. I have people that there's certain of my materials that they're so expensive, you only give them to your top people, because if somebody cuts it wrong, and blows it. I mean, you're talking a lot of cases in mine, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars that are just material that's just no good. It's ruined. This labradorescence has, or Labradorite has the property of labradorescence, but labradorescence is formed by a fire line that is contained within the material. And so you have to have somebody that actually, you can't just take Labradorite and cut it up like you would a normal stone. Like, if you can imagine, you have a piece of rough, and then you would slice it up, kind of like a loaf of bread. And then from those plates, that's what you would cut your cabochons from, or you would cut your bead stock from, would be from those plates. With Labradorite, you can't do that. The cutter actually has to look at the fire line, and then they have to chase the fire. So on any one piece of Labradorite, they might cut it 6 or 7 different ways. Right there, and I have to tell you, and Helen can attest to this, that studio lighting is probably the worst way to try to show this material. It just doesn't work out, especially the lights in the studio there. They're so high up that you don't get a true white, you get a dull light. I guarantee you, when you take this and you put any movement toward it at all, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get that fire. You're going to get the labradorescence effect, and that's what makes it so cool. Every one of those pieces, did you see not only the quality of the silver work, which is, by the way, all done by hand out of sterling silver sheet material, but if you saw kind of the depth of the Labradorite, I'm guaranteeing you that's all AA, AAA quality material. It doesn't get any better than that. Comes from this exact same deposit here in Madagascar that we get, and you will see the fire. Labradorite is probably, I have to tell you, one of my favorite things to work from, but it's also one of my biggest nemesis, to make sure that, the cutters, and what's really strange is some of the cutters that cut my Ethiopian precious opal, which I only trust the top guys, our top ladies, to do that. And but it's funny, a lot of them can't cut labradorite, and then people that you wouldn't think could cut it in our organization, they do a fabulous job. But this is a stunning piece, and here again, these were all exclusively made for the gallery collection. Even on clearance price, these prices, there's no way that you could go wrong with this. I mean, this is crazy as far as even a value, but it's also a crazy, crazy high grade material.
Well, also there's 5 flex pay. So if you've ever wanted that wow labradorite necklace, clearance price and 5 months to pay it off with no interest, no fee. If you're shopping with your HSN card, you get 6 months to pay it off. So 092599. I know everybody's loving this, so keep shopping. We're gonna continue on. Our next piece is aquamarine. This hour, Jay, we're gonna blink and it's gonna be gone.